Hello, in this video we're going to have a quick look at some of Xdebug's new features that are coming up with Xdebug 3.5. It's quite common that you are trying to do some debugging like I'm trying to do here with the Xdebug website. And I've set a breakpoint on this line here. And then I want to step into this index static method to see what's going on. So I've set a breakpoint here on line 15. And let me start the script now. And we'll see what happens. So I reload the page and it stops here my debugger. Perfectly fine. Now let me step into this, because I want to figure out what the index method does, right? So I step in and then, instead of being in the class itself, I actually ended up in Composer's autoloader because this class hasn't been loaded yet. And now I need to figure out ways how to get out of it. So I need to figure out to step out of this, step over the return value here, and then I end up in the method itself. That's all nice and fine. But it'd be much nicer if I actually could skip the autoloader altogether. Some IDEs have some features for this, but Xdebug 3.5 will have a feature of its own for that, which is part of the native path mapping that I will also be making some other videos and content about. So let me show you how that works. So open up the directory tree and I will create a new directory called .xdebug. And in this directory I can put mapping files. So let me go here and create a new file. You can name them however you want, but in this case I'll call them vendor.map. Yep, let me add that to Git. PHP Storm isn't quite up to the level yet where it thinks these files should be auto-generated. I can assure you we can edit those ourselves. So let me just do this. What I want to do is basically from the root of my directory, I use the root of where this file is represented by the dots. And I basically want to ignore everything in vendor, which is this vendor here. So I select vendor. If it's a directory, you need to specify its directory by adding the slash, and then I can basically say skip. I'll save the file, and let me restart the request now. I press Ctrl R here. It stops here, and when I now do step in, it stops directly inside the index method, which is exactly what we want to do here. In our map currently, we're skipping a whole directory and everything in there, but you can also skip single files or even single lines. But I'll show you that in a further video.